never grow around the wrong people. Man, this is facts on facts on facts right here. Video by Purpose Driven. Let's do it.
Being surrounded by people who are purpose driven as well, that are focused, locked in, doing the things that they need to do, is such a privilege. It's a privilege because it's not a lot of us in the world.
It's not. You will not find a lot, especially when you really on your grind for real. You will not find a lot of people that are actually like in the same mindset as you, bro. That's why majority of the time you will end up doing it alone. But I'm gonna let him continue on a little more.
It's not a lot of spaces where you can look at somebody and you know that like they're doing what they said they would do. Like they're motivated, they're inspiring themselves. They're doing the things that they know they need to do to improve their life. Like that's rare. You have to appreciate people like that. If you got people like that in your life who you know are doing the best that they can to wake up and give life their all, appreciate those people, because doesn't that make you feel good that you're surrounded by those types of people? Majority of people are slaves to their comfort. They like to be comfortable. Some people like when things are handed to them. Some people look to take the easy route and avoid the work. And sometimes the work is not even as hard as we think. It's just about locking in.
Yeah, man. You can do all the easy things. You know what I'm saying? The reason why we got so many complacent people, and the reason why the top 1 or top 5, 10%, whatever the number is at this point, the reason why that is like that is really because everybody can't handle the work. Everybody's not able to do the hard things. But truth be told, things being difficult, things being hard is all truly in your mind from the get-go. It's all about your mindset and how you view it. And then not just that, but over time, the more and more that you keep doing it, it gets easier over time. You know what I'm saying? It's way simpler than what you think it is. It's all about execution and less excuses.
On 1 or 2 things, doing the things that you need to do to get you to where you need to go. It's not about doing 5 or 10 or 12 things and filling up your day from 5 a.m. to, and then you never get proper sleep. And, there might be seasons of that here or there when you're building something, especially if it's new. But at a certain point, you have to understand that you got to take care of yourself. So there's a myth going around that you just work all day, every day. And the truth is, you may work every day, but the work that you put in each day, a couple hours a day, is going to get you to that life that you want. Being around people who understand that, who understand consistency, who understand self-care, people who are going to the gym, people who are taking care of their health. There's not a lot of people like that. Some people don't get started. Some people don't lock in because they think that hard work looks a certain way. They have a certain belief of what it looks like. They have a certain belief of what it is to be purpose driven.
And until you mold your belief into what you need it to be, bro, you gonna always think that way. And you gonna always believe that about the work in yourself.
Being around people who can keep you accountable. You like them because they're a man of their word, but they like you because you can take advice. You can take criticism. We always have an explanation for why we do something or for why something is the way that it is. And we may love it. We may think that we're doing great. We may love our life, and you should. But if there's room for improvement and somebody's saying, hey, try this, you don't have to get defensive. Try it. See if it works if you want. And that's what this is all about. Who are you around? Because if you're not surrounded by those types of people, then who are you surrounded by? If you're not surrounded by people who are taking care of themselves, their mental health, their spiritual health, their emotional well-being, their physical health, like who are you around?
You are who you hang around. If you hang around 4 people that smoke all the time, all day, every day, or if you hang around 4 people that are always lazy, or always on the game, your friends always hitting you up on the game, you will be the 5th one. It happens every time. Influence. That's why your environment and what you surround yourself with is very important. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta switch up your environment, do that. If you gotta isolate yourself, do that.
They don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect, but are you at least around people who are making progress in their life? It's about progression. It's not about perfection. Who are you around? Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. The 5 people you hang around is who you become like.
There was this one video that I was looking at, and he was like, if you show me your 5 most recent text messages, or if you look at your 5 most recent text messages, right, that's where you gonna be at next year. That is what your mindset is focused on, because those are the type of conversations you're having. What are your last 5 text messages that you had? What are you talking about with those people? You know what I'm saying? If it ain't got nothing to do with what you trying to get towards, like your purpose or anything like that, or if it ain't got nothing to do with anything you trying to do, whether that's business, YouTube, Twitch, whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're going to be doing.
Who you hang around is essentially who you are. Sometimes we can't admit that. We think that we're so different, but are we? That's who you hang around. That's who you spend time with. That's what you put energy towards. Who is in your life? Who is in your circle? Are they on their purpose? Are they on their God-given purpose? Are they keeping you in check? Or are you surrounded by yes men? Are they pushing you to be great? Can you look at them and say, yo, I'm inspired by what you're doing? Not in a competitive sense, but in a sense of, like, that lets me know that I can do it too. Are you surrounded by people like that? Or are you the smartest in your friend group? And we'll talk more about that in another video. Why that's not a good place to be. You know, I love to learn, man. I love to be around people that can push me. And we always say that we don't want to be the smartest in our friend group. But when your ego's so big, then you don't realize when somebody is really spitting game and giving you some wisdom.
That's facts.
Shouldn't look at somebody's money amount or status amount. Like, wisdom doesn't have a dollar. Wisdom just has a spirit, and some people got that spirit. Got to crack your ears open sometime and see what people saying. Sometimes people are helping you. So what I'm saying is that based on who we are, we attract who is in our life. So if you want better friends, I would say just be a better person. If you want friends to hold you accountable, I would say hold yourself accountable. Because who you are and the things that you do and the vibes that you got, that attracts the right people or the wrong people. Gotta let yourself know that, you know, it's all about being in the right groups. It's not about a number amount. It's not about a quantity. It's truly about quality. You can have 100 friends, right? My bro Spence, man, he says this all the time. You can have 100 friends. They pennies, but you can have 4 quarters, man. It's worth more. And some people, they're $1. Some people, they're $1 because it's like the quality. It's not that they better than anybody else, but they better for you in your life, for what you got going on, for what you believe. So you got to tailor this advice that I'm giving you to see how it can work for you. Who do you want to be around? That's why me personally, man, I realized, like, yo, you know, I need, even me, a purpose-driven community. People who are purpose-driven, because I felt like the odd went out. I was ghost mode for so long. I was focused on myself. I was so different from everybody else, from my peers that were around me. Not in a way that I ever felt that I was above anybody or better, but I just went my own way, and I wanted to see who else could resonate with being on their purpose and being driven on that each and every single day.
And that right there, I can say that's about where I'm at right now in my life too. Like, it's pretty much like nobody, and I mean nobody, is on what I'm on right now. Like, I'm recording multiple videos a day, chopping them up, making TikToks. Like, I'm really on this YouTube grind for real, bro. Like when you really in that grind, you really in your bag for real, and nobody else is on that timing, man. Like it's hard and difficult to actually find people to associate yourself with in that same space. It's not a lot because a lot of people can't do it. A lot of people are really not capable of doing it. When I stopped being a viewer, you know what I'm saying? When I stopped watching and start actually producing, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different game you playing. A lot of people are not cut out for it, man. As soon as you get some momentum, or if you wondering why it seems like you can't fit in, that ain't even the case, bro. That you can't even fit in with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people just can't keep up with you.
Who else reads books and who else reads Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil? Who else wants to be the best version of themselves? Who else wants to lock in? Who else wants to go to the gym consistently? Who else wants to hold their peers accountable? Who else doesn't mind isolating themselves to focus on themselves and grow spiritually, mentally, physically? And that's how we got this purpose-driven community. And we talk about topics such as going ghost. We talk about topics such as God. We talk about topics such as faith. We talk about topics such as purpose and how to be driven on that. We got the motivational videos. We got these things down packed because this is who we are, this community. We relate in these ways. So I took it a step further. I created the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood is a place where you can truly grow and work more closely with me. You can check that out, right? By DMing me on Instagram, the word Brotherhood, and I'll see if you're a good fit. Got an application form below as well. I would say do both. DM me on IG. Check out the application form. But you could just DM me on IG. I'll respond. If you really want to push it though, you could fill out the application, and when you DM me on IG, say and I filled out the application. So I just want you to know that, you know, there's a space where we locked in. I got my brothers that I'm working with to be the best versions of themselves, man. Take it to the next level. Take the things that we're talking about and really put them in a position where they can apply in their real life and reach those goals. Because that's what it's all about. Being around the right groups of people that's going to push you to be great. I realized that I could go far alone, like as a lone wolf. I could go far with that. But I could go even farther with the right groups of people. And at the end of the day, who else would I rather work with than the purpose-driven community? So I'm just focused on that. And I believe that's what I'm called to do. I'm just following my calling. Being on your purpose, it always comes full circle. People think that you trying to be better than them. They make it something competitive, but you know, at the end of the day, if they took it as inspiration, if they took it as motivation, that maybe they'll be able to see that the truth is you are being better, not only for yourself, but for those around you.
And that's the only way that I look at it. That's the best way to look at it. Like, I can't see myself hating on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if bro got like a Lamborghini or Ferrari or whatever, he just bought that, or if I see my friend or somebody I ain't seen in a while just do something amazing, my first thought is not to hate it, like, at all. That inspires me. Like, it makes me want to go harder and work harder for myself. Like, anybody with that type of mindset, I promise you, you will never be able to do better in life or level up if your first thought is to just hate on a nigga for doing good. You know what I'm saying? You will never, like, you deserve the position that you in if that's how you think. Oh, he lucky, man. Oh, it happened. It was easy for him. It was overnight for him. You don't deserve success if that's your mindset. You don't deserve the things that you desire if that's how you think.
when you self-improve, when you focus on yourself, when you lock in, you being better for those around you. So they may not understand why you going your own way at this certain point in your life, because the energy don't match, right? Because the certain friends that you may have in your life, they just not good for you, right? Corrupting you, bro. It's just not it. And we so quick to hold on to friends because we got that emotional side of us, you know, that care side of us, and that's cool.
You got to be willing to let go, man. You have to be willing to let go.
But sometimes you got to turn that logic on and ask yourself, do we align? You can't carry people. You just know that you got to accept people for who they are. If you want to be their friend still, that's cool. You want them to be your friend, that's cool. Just make sure that they respect you. I know people who say, yo, I'm trying to stop smoking, but every time I hang around my friends, they're smoking, and it brings me back to want to smoke. And I'm like, yo, do they respect spending some time with you? Like, if they want to spend time with you maybe for 30 minutes, they just don't spark up. They just don't smoke. They can't do that. Okay. Because you would do that for them, right? And of course, people, you know, it's not always going to be an equal energy exchange, but it should be. It should be an equal energy exchange to some degree. If I do this for you, are you capable of doing that back for me? You don't necessarily have to, but are you capable? If I tell you that I'm struggling with something, will you not do it in my face? So what I'm saying is real. Like, it's just hard to hear because it sounds cutthroat, but it's really not, bro. Like, you're focused on you, and you're doing what you can to change your life and be the best that you can be, and push others to be great, and just being around the right groups of people. Like, how hard could this be? But it's hard nowadays. It's hard. It's hard. It's not easy to just be around people. I just can't be around people. Like, oh, I'm just around people. That really is hard. I get that. It's hard. It is. But what we gonna do about it? That's where it comes in, where it's like, are you okay being alone for a little bit? Community is important. We just spoke about that. As long as you remember that, right? You don't want to isolate yourself for too long or for too much, right? But are you okay going your own way until the right groups of people enter your life? And make sure, like I said earlier, that you are becoming the type of person that you want to surround yourself with, right? So if you want people to hold you accountable, you got to hold yourself accountable. If you want people to respect you, you have to respect yourself. Some people are in friend groups and they don't even respect them. That's off code.
Yeah.
That's off brand. That's not right.
Like, I'm in a whole friend group and the friends around me don't even respect me. You don't even take me serious. Nah, I'm good.
Respect is huge, bro. Like, respect is everything. Respect is everything. If there's no respect, you know damn well there's no love.
Nah, that's
if we talking about a friendship, we need trust. But a lot of people, they say one thing and do another.
Action over everything, man. You can talk it all you want, man. You could say whatever. People care about results. You feel me? How you move. Action. That's what people care about. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you say. As soon as you show results, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different ballgame. Changes everything.
You hanging with your family, you hanging with your bros, you hanging with your friends, they say they gonna do something and they don't do it. Keep an eye on them. That's that wishy-washy behavior. You know damn well you can't depend on them to hold you accountable, or depend on them to just depend on them during whatever season of your life you might be in. You just know. You just not dependable, man. You just not. And that might hurt in the moment. That might suck to say, but you deserve to be around the right groups of people, man. You deserve to be around the right groups of people. So I'm extending my hand. That's why I created the brotherhood. If you're not around the right groups of people, you could join the brotherhood. You could join the brotherhood, man. You could DM me on IG. DM me the word brotherhood. You can do that. And we'll see if you're a good fit. Because I think that community, because I know I don't think. I know that community will get you farther. You see other people working out, they sending their videos in the chat of them being in the gym working out. You don't think that's gonna motivate you? You don't think that's gonna push you, inspire you to be great? Of course it will. But we just think that self-improvement is just something that we always just do alone. Like, yeah, you got to do the work alone, but you could get encouragement from people who are like-minded, who also watch this channel and understand what you understand. Believe a little bit more of what you believe and what we've been working on together. That's the importance of community. YouTube is cool, but that's just one level. It's level 1. Breaking free from lust, you got the chosen ones. That's another level. The brotherhood, working more closely with me, that's a whole nother level. You got to ask yourself, what levels you want to reach. For me, I just realized that being around the right groups of people allowed me to see and learn more about myself. And it inspired me to wake up every day and be great. And that's all I want for y'all. I want y'all to be great. Even if you got to do it solo for a little bit. I want y'all to be great.
And yeah, man. Sometimes you'll end up finding yourself solo for a good amount of time too, until you actually do find that right group of people. I'm still solo right now. You know what I'm saying? With this whole YouTube grind. Nobody in my friend group or space is on this like how I'm on this, man. It's just me putting in that work every single day. We grinded. We grinded until we achieve the goal that we trying to reach. You feel me? And then, you know what I'm saying? I got the other channel that some people may or may not know about. We grinding on there too, low key. But yeah, man. I think we pretty much got the main gist of this video, man. If you gotta isolate yourself out your friend group, man, do it. It will better benefit you in the long run because you'll get to better know yourself. You'll get to better understand yourself. You'll really be able to tap in and focus longer too. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, you'll begin to start seeing results for what you've been looking for. Because I'm already seeing results. You know what I'm saying? From me being isolated. And it's been paying off. Now, that's not to say that you can't reunite with those friends one day. You can still do that. For sure, for sure. But don't expect them to understand what you own right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. If you want to go far, do it alone. If you want to go farther, do it together. Hey, hold on now. Before you leave, like the video, subscribe. Thank you.
Ain't never seen tears from a gangster, so why do it want me to cry? Fighting depression, talk to them spirits, use them justice that help me get by. But I cannot lie, yeah, that shit hurt me bad when I got that call, told me you died. Like how the fuck can they take you? Man, I hope I wake up, it's a lie. Couldn't walk to that hearse, cause I remember the words and I remember the look in your eyes.